Now, I'm not sure. Daniel L., I thought you asked me about tom movement, but you sent me a question mark today, so I must have been dreaming, but I might as well talk about it anyway. And the other thing is I'd like to thank Stephen Tocci for Iron Maiden's Trooper. He wants a little bit of a rundown on that. I can't play the whole thing because there's quite a few things I want to get through. But what it is dun 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 dun. Now, when you're going down all those drums, what you need to do is when you're working on them, you've got to work out a way to go down. Everyone loves this. I've got my triggers on, by the way. I might turn them off. And there we go. And what goes on is when you're going, the most common feeling is, oi. Okay, so there's that. Fine, no problem. But what about going back up? You have to do a left-hand start, you see. In classical timpani technique, you have a thing called inside stick and outside stick. And come on, microphone. And what you have there is when you're going down the drums, the right hand is on the inside. Imagine, forget that these are tom-toms, imagine these are timpani, okay, for Beethoven or Stravinsky or somebody like that. And what goes on is as you go down, there's your inside stick, and that's the outside stick. But when you're coming back up, the role's reversed. So that's the inside stick, and this is the outside. Now, what you've got is leading hands. You're leading it down when you lead back up. So when you're doing the Trooper by Iron Maiden, and you see Nico McBrain do it, and all that sort of stuff, dun 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 dun. It's a right-hand lead. But what starts to happen is that you can actually change lead hands. There's two ways to do it. You can actually put in a double tap at the end. That's where paradiddles are king. Paradiddle, so you get paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. You see it going all the way down. Paradiddle, paradiddle, and the double tap changes the lead hand. You see, going down and going up. The second way to do this is an odd number of strokes when you get to the end drum, whichever drum it is. Now, this is this part here is a 7-piece kit. But what happens is if you've got a 5-piece kit or just a little 4 or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whenever you get to the end of where you want to be, put in a third tap. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hippopotamus for 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. Come all the way down. Do the whole lot. So, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can do the Gina. Gina Lolla Brigida, 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 Gina Lolla Brigida. So. Then you've got shapes. If you've got a star, hello star, if you're watching, a star is one drum. A line has 2 points. Triangle. Square. And then you can get polymetric, you see, because I'm playing a 3 there with a 4 there or whatever it is that you want to do. I was doing that the other week. I did that on the show on Wednesday, I think. And there you go. So you've got all these angles, you see. You can work angles. And it's really just quite straightforward. I'm just using 4. You've got a star meaning 1 drum, a line meaning 2 drums, a triangle meaning 3 drums, and a square meaning being 4 drums, you see. So I could do a line between that. There you go. All right. So what happens there is that you can get a lot of different things happening. Now this ties. I just did something then. Now, where am I here? Tim Howell. You're not here to watch it. You sent me a message. You sent me your apologies before, but you asked me about Incubus and Jose Pasilis II. And one of the things you asked me about was, where is it again? Sick, Sad Little World. So I checked it out, and lo and behold, that's what he's doing. He's doing like a rock beat here. And he's using a line between the cymbal and the snare drum. So he's got this little shuffly thing. I'd never heard that song before, but I do that a lot. Cool. There it is. That's Jose Pasiles. I don't know much about him. He's a Mexican drummer. He cites 2 favourite drummers as 2 of my favourite drummers, Herb Alexander from Primus and Stuart Copeland from The Police. So terrific stuff. I'll delve into him a little bit more.